Hey everyone, welcome to today's video, and today we will go ahead and look at one of the Leetcode problems. So let me share the problem with you. So this is the problem that we are going to look at today. So the problem statement is find the number of distinct colors among the balls. So basically you're given an integer, say limit, and a 2D arrays of queries. So first of all we'll look at, so I've already read this problem, so just wanted to give the detailed description of this problem. First of all, we have kind of limit plus 1 balls. So for example, limit is 4, so we have 5 balls, and their indexes will have kind of from 0 to 4. So 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, they are kind of a ball indexes. And also we have the queries. So queries will be kind of, one query will have two parameters. One is x and y. X is the index of the ball and y is the color to which it got painted. Okay. So for example, I'll say the query is 1 comma 4. So the ball index 1, ball with index 1 will be painted with color ID 4. Okay. So you can say, he has not mentioned the colors at red, blue, black or something. He is just depicting those colors with the numbers. So 4 is the color number, 5 is another color number, 3 is another color number, 4 is another color number. Okay. And the first parameters, that is 1, 2, 1, these are the indexes of the balls. Okay. And now after each query we need to basically tell that how many colors we actually have. Okay, for example, let me just clear this with an example. For example, we have a 1 comma 4. So 1 is the index of the ball, is painted with color 4. Okay, now we've got another query. So till now, how many colors we have? We have only one color, right? We have only one color, that is 4, correct? We have only one color, that is 4. So if I'll say these are the kind of queries that I am getting. Okay, this is the basically colors we have till now. Colors we'll have till now. So after this query, if I'll say after this query we have one color, right? We have one color. Now if I'll get another query, say 1 comma 5, I still have one color, right? I still have one color. Since this is the only ball that was earlier painted by color 4 and now it got again repainted by color 5. So we have only one color. The balls are of only one color, right? So earlier assume that, it is not, earlier assume that they are not painted with any of the colors in the starting. As soon as they started giving us the queries, then they are just telling us that, okay, they want to paint the ball ID 1 with color 4. Earlier that color was, earlier that ball was not painted with any of the colors. Okay, now this is the, again the ball ID 1 painted with color 5. For example, another query can say ball ID 2 painted with color, say 6. So now we have two kind of colors, right? One color is 5, another is 6. 4 will no more be considered as, the same ball of ID 1 got reprinted by color 5. So now we have only two colors with us, 5 and 6. So that is the reason why we have the number as 2. I hope this is clear to you. I'm again just reiterating the things. So first parameter that we'll get in a query, that will be the ball index. Second parameter will be the color. Okay, so if I describe this query 1 comma 4, that means ball with index 1 will be painted with color 4. Similarly, here ball with index 1 will be painted with color 5. So if I take the number of colors, so how many colors we have, how many color balls we have. So we have only one color ball. That is, I mean, till now we have only four. Color is four. If I again repaint the same ball with five, till now again I have only one color, that is five, because four will no more be in picture, right? Similarly, like if I paint a ball with ID 2 with 6, so we have only two color balls. One is with color 5, another is with color 6. If I paint another, say, index with color 6, so still I have only two colors with me, that is 5 and 6, right? I only have two colors with me. I don't have any other color with me. I hope this problem statement is clear to you now. Now let's think about the solution. If you want to think it yourself, I mean, you can pause this video and give it a thought, and then maybe resume after, I mean, brainstorm something about this. Now let's see how I'm thinking about this problem. So every ball has a color, right? So there is an index of the ball and it has some color. Okay. So, and there is a, if I'll say each color has some number of balls. So for example, if the first query came, right, 1 comma 4, so 1 is ball index 1 is having color 4. Another query come if we'll say 1 comma 5, so it will be painted with color 5. So if you observe this index and color, so it seems to me like a map, right? It's a map kind of a structure, that is hash map. So we can say we can have a hash map of integer comma integer, which is kind of, say, index, or maybe I can say index to color map. Okay, or maybe ball to color map. That will be ball to color map. So this will have kind of the mapping of which ball index will have which color. Okay, another mapping we can have is, which is mapping between integer, again integer and integer. This will be called kind of a color to number of balls. Okay, so this map will be called color to number of balls. Okay, now we have two maps, right? So correct. And now if we want to look at any point of time, if we want to look at how many colors we have, so we can just pick the keys from this map, right? That will give, because it is color to number of balls mapping. So if I pick only the key set from this map, that key set size will give me that, okay, these many colors we have currently. But one thing I need to keep it in mind, that as soon as the number of balls to a particular color will be, I mean, will reduce to 0, I need to clear that particular entry from this map. Okay, so let's take an example. For example, there is a color, say 4 with ball index 1. Okay, color 2, or maybe number of balls is 2. Okay, if I have, and color 5 with number of balls as, and color 6 maybe with number of balls as 0. So I need to clear this entry, right? I mean, otherwise this will also be included in the key set size. So if I now calculate the map.keyset.size, it will give me 3, correct? Ideally it should give me 2, because we only have two colors till now, 4 and 5. 6 is no more 6 will no more be considered as the number of balls corresponding to this color will be 0, right? So we need to make sure that as soon as we are updating the number of balls with colors, so and we need to increment or decrement, right? So it could happen, right? The same ball, for example, 1 4. So as soon as I create an entry here with 1 4, that is ball with index 1. So 1 4, this means ball with index 1 will be painted with color 4. Okay, now I'll say in this map I'll add an entry, say 4 comma, there is only one ball, so if I just 4 with one ball, okay, this will be the entry in this map. So there are two maps, right? Sorry, just a minute. Yeah, so there will be two map. One map is this ball to color map, another is kind of color to number of balls. So as soon as I'll make this entry, that ball with index, this entry will be 1 comma 4, right? So this entry will be 1 comma 4. So right, so now if I notice another entry, so till now if somebody asks me how many colors are there, so I'll say this map dot key set dot size, so that is only one, right? I mean there is only one key, so one color is there. So this is the output array that I am creating. So output array will be kind of size 1 will be there for the first query. Okay, now another query come with 1 comma 5. Okay, 1 comma 5. Now as soon as I put ball with index 1 will be painted with color 5 now. So as soon as I put 1 comma 5 in this map, so if you observe or if you have read about the Java API of the put method of a map, so it will return you the last key that was associated with that key. Okay, if the last key is not null, so that will be returned. If there is no key, I mean, or if there is no value associated with that key earlier, so put will return null. I hope that is clear. So put will give you, so put will ultimately replace the value against that key. Also it will return the value which was associated with that key earlier. Okay, so you can go through the documentation of that. So when I say 1 5, so I'll say ball with id 1 will be painted with color 5, so it will kind of return me 4, correct? So I need to reduce, so basically I need to add say 5 comma, now number of balls against color 5 is 1, and also I need to reduce the number of balls with color 4, so they will be 0. As soon as it is 0, I need to delete this entry. So again, if somebody asks me now how many colors are there, I should say 1, because there is only one entry in this map. So number of entries in this map will be my answers kind of. So I hope you are clear about the logic. Now let's write the code for the same. So yeah, let me copy the method definition. Okay, now let's say I have say result array. This is the kind of result. So this is the result array, and this will return me kind of the result. Okay, and now I need to somehow take, I'll take as discussed in the logic, right? I will take a map of key integer comma integer. Okay, that will be called kind of ball to color map, right? Another map I'll take, again that will be having integer comma integer, the name of the color to count map I would say. Okay, or maybe color to number of balls. Color to count map is the better name, but let's see. It is already completing it for me. Let's disable. Let's disable. Yeah. Now this is ball to color map, and now we have. So as soon as I'll get some queries, right? Let's iterate over the queries. So I mean maybe queries. Yeah. So that's how I'm iterating over the queries. So this is the first kind of, that is called index of the ball, and another is say color. Okay, so this is the index color. Now as soon as I get some entry, right, I'll say ball to color map dot put index comma color. Okay, now since I already told you, right, that as soon as I put something in this will return me an integer, right? This will return me. So I mean maybe I'll say painted earlier with color. So basically this put method will return the color with which this ball index was last painted. So it could happen that it was never painted earlier, so this will return null. Otherwise this will return the color of the same ball index which it was painted earlier. Okay, now if this is null, if okay, let's handle the case which is not null. For example, this is not null. Okay, then what will we do? Okay, we need to reduce basically, since okay, now we'll say color dot number of color dot put, and this is the, okay, which color is painted with color, and count will be reduced by 1, right? So I'll say right. So I have reduced this. Okay, now if, now let's see, reduced count, say, okay, let's call it reduced count. If reduced count is equal 0, okay, then color not remove, I'll remove this color, right? I'll remove this color, right? I mean if there are no balls with that color, so I'll itself remove the entry, correct? And for example, I have a, say, int maybe a variable I'll took, and I'll say result p is equal to I mean, so this, the key set dot key set dot size, or What is giving redundant key set call? Okay, so ultimately this map size will give you, the actual answer. Need not go through. So basically, map size will automatically return the size of the key set, basically, right? So, right. And if it is not null, for example, if it is not null, so let me see if I need to handle something for that. Just a minute. If it is not null, then I have just updated this, okay, and I put already every time I'm updating this balls to color map, and I'm reducing it. If it is not okay, then I should say colors to number of balls dot put. Okay, okay, I mean, if there is any, otherwise we need to, what we need to increment basically. So what we do is, with this color, get our default with this color +1. Okay, if there is no value, so yeah, I think that should solve our purpose. So what we did is, if we just look at it, so first of all, as we get the query, we put the ball with that color into ball to colors map, and we check that if there is any, if the same ball was painted with any other color earlier. If yes, so we need to reduce the color count. Okay, so reduce color count will be -1, and so yeah, we put reduced count, and if reduced count is 0, then we remove that entry itself from the uh, color entry itself, right? And otherwise I'll put kind of color with whatever color was there with 1, right? So this is what this should look. I mean, this looks good to me. Let's try that out. Right, let's run it. Oh, the wrong answer. Okay. First of all, we need to say p++. Index is not incremented. Right. Oh, nice. So finally, it is submitted. So yeah, that's all. I hope you enjoyed the video, and this is helpful for you. Please like, share, comment so that I can bring more videos to you. Thanks a lot, guys.